Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about inheritance in Java. Inheritance is nothing but acquiring the properties from parent class to child class. Properties are nothing but variables or methods. So in other words, we can say it is a mechanism in which one object acquires the properties and behaviors of the parent object. So here object is nothing but class. One class acquires the properties and behaviors of parent class. So it is an important part of OOPS. OOPS is nothing but object oriented programming system. So what is the importance of inheritance? Why we need to use inheritance means, so inheritance allows us to access the properties of parent class to child classes. You can create any number of child classes for one parent class, and you can access all the properties of parent class to these child classes. So why use inheritance in Java? For method overriding. Method overriding is nothing but the subclass contain the same method as superclass. So both parent classes and child class contain same method name, that is nothing but method overriding. And for code reusability. So whatever the code you mentioned in the parent class, that can be reused in the child classes. So what are the terms used in inheritance? The first one is class. Class is nothing but it is a blueprint. Blueprint is nothing but one model. Okay, it is a blueprint which contains the variables and methods. Okay, so it is a group of objects which have common properties. So we can say class is nothing but either template or blueprint. The next one is subclass or child class. So subclass is a class which inherits the other class. Okay, it is also called a derived class or extended class. The class which is extends from superclass, that is nothing but subclass. Okay, next one is superclass. Superclass is nothing but it is a class from where the subclass inherits the features and behaviors. It is also known as base class or parent class. Okay. The next one is reusability. As the name itself indicates, reusability. So it specifies the mechanism in which facilitate use to reuse the fields. You reuse the variables and methods of existing classes to new classes. So these are the types of inheritances. Yes, the first type is single inheritance. So single inheritance is nothing but one class derived from another class. One child class is derived from one parent class is nothing but single inheritance. The second one is multi-level inheritance. So the one class is derived from another derived class is known as multi-level inheritance. So if you observe, A is a parent class, B is a child class, B is derived from A class, so B is known as derived class. So we are deriving another class from derived class. So this is known as multi-level inheritance. Next one is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance is nothing but more than one classes are derived from one superclass. Okay, so one superclass contains more than one child class is known as hierarchical inheritance. Next one is multiple inheritance. So one child class is derived from more than one parent class is known as multiple inheritance. Next one is hybrid inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is nothing but combination of any two inheritance, whether single inheritance and multiple inheritance, or single inheritance multi-level inheritance, single inheritance, or hierarchical inheritance. So if you observe, so this is hierarchical inheritance, and this is multiple inheritance. So combination of two inheritances, if you combine two inheritances, that is nothing but hybrid inheritance. So I will discuss all these types in the coming videos, okay, with examples. So this is the syntax of Java inheritance. Class, subclass, extends superclass name. Okay, so first class, next subclass. I am taking subclass as employee or Yes, the subclass as employee extends from superclass name. So here I am taking superclass name is boss. Okay, so here employee can access the properties of boss. Employee class can access the properties of boss class. The subclass contains the method. Okay, so here you need to understand one thing is subclass contains the properties. Subclass contains the proper his own properties and superclass properties. Okay, subclass can access the properties of subclass as well as superclass, but superclass has the ability to access only superclass properties. Why? Because that is parent class. Child class has the ability to access both child class properties as well as superclass properties. Yes, this is the example program. So I took one class. The class name is employee. So employee contains, class is nothing but collection of variables and functions, right? So it contains one variable. Float is a data type, salary is a variable name, and 40,000 is a value. Next I am creating one more class, programmer. So what is the syntax for creating subclasses? Class subclass name extends superclass name. So here subclass name is programmer. It is extended from employee class. Now here you need to understand that programmer has its own properties as well as parent class property. So parent has one property, that is salary. Okay, so that is declared in employee class. You can this programmer class can access this salary. Why? Because it is child class of employee class. So int bonus 10,000, public static void main, you all know program execution starts from main method. I'm creating one object. How to create one object? Class name, object name is equals to new class name. So I'm creating object for programmer class. Why? Because programmer class contain variable salary as well as bonus. Why? Because it is a child class. Child class contain the properties of child class as well as parent class. If you create object for parent class, employee is equals to new employee, you can access only salary. Okay, why? Because parent class contain only the properties of parent class. Okay, so that's why I'm creating object for programmer class. System.out.println, I am displaying p.salary. So by using this object you can access parent class properties as well as child class properties. P.salary, it will display 40,000, and bonus of the programmer is P dot bonus, it will display 10,000. This is the output for this program. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts regarding to this video, please comment me in the comment section. For more videos, please do subscribe my channel. Thank you.